Good afternoon. It is 12:24 on Sunday, April 23rd, I think that's right, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I didn't have time to record this video earlier. This is 5 more minutes. So I'm actually now in the car with my mom. Here's my mom. We are heading in the direction of the airport, although we have lots of time at the moment where we planned our morning and everything and knew when we would have to leave for the airport, and we're just kind of ready to do that now. We just had breakfast at IHOP, and we went there to the city of Titusville, which is where my mom grew up. It's also known as is Kennedy Space Center actually like in Titusville? Is there some other city it's associated with, or is it?
Kennedy Space Center is the government-controlled part out on Merritt Island. Right. And Cape Canaveral is the geographic description. So Titusville is not on government property. Kennedy Space Center is not in Titusville.
Okay. It's nearby.
It's in the federal property National Wildlife Refuge area on the north half of Merritt Island.
See, she knows because she grew up here. We went to out on a pier, and we stood where we could see the vehicle assembly building across the river. There's a river there because it's between the part where we were and the island. Is that right?
Yes.
Anyway, vehicle assembly building is cool. If you don't know about it, you should look it up, but I don't need to talk about it here. But then we went to IHOP, and it was me and my mom here, and my half-sister Debbie, and her person, and two of my mom's friends, and we had a nice breakfast.
Old childhood friends from girlhood.
Yeah.
And went to school with them.
Keep turning the camera back and forth.
Stop doing that.
Yes, I should not be distracting the driver. That's probably a bad idea. But yeah, so we're now headed back in the direction of Orlando to go to the airport. We're each going to different destinations, but our flight times are similar, so we're sharing the rental car. It's been a short trip, just coming in Friday and leaving now, but oh, that's right, I guess I can talk about, we went yesterday to St. Augustine, and in particular we went and saw the Castillo de San Marcos. De San Marcos? Probably.
De San Marcos.
De San Marcos.
Castillo de San Marcos.
Yes, and it was a fort held by the Spanish for a long time, before it all became part of the United States, and we got to see a weapons demonstration where they fired a cannon. That was pretty cool. Just seeing this fort is all made out of coquina, which is a rock. It's a little bit like, if you think about what sandstone is, and now imagine making sandstone out of the little bits and pieces of crushed up seashells. And that is coquina. And according to the park rangers there, one of the advantages to that type of rock is that it, quote, eats cannonballs. Meaning that compared to, say, like a granite stone wall or something like that, that would shatter when a cannonball would hit it, with the coquina walls, the cannon would make like a divot into the wall, but not really disrupt any of the surrounding wall. So it would make like a little 2-foot deep cannonball-sized hole with no damage to the rest of the wall around it.
Like shooting into styrofoam, she said.
Yeah, BBs into styrofoam. So that was kind of neat, and we walked around it. Although it was very hot and sunny out, and I decided to put on some sunscreen, and that was a wise decision because I absolutely would have gotten a sunburn otherwise. It's definitely something that I had to take a moment to recognize how rarely I actually go out and spend time in the sun, because it's like, oh yeah, that's a thing people do, and sometimes if I were to do that, I would burn. But it worked out because I put on sunscreen, and then it was good. And then we walked around a little bit in St. Augustine, and they have a very touristy but cool nonetheless little area designed to look like a little Spanish town neighborhood, except with, you know, gourmet popsicle stands and places that sell keychains and sun visors.
Well, of course, the town really is that old. It's just they, you know, made it tourist friendly.
Right. The fort was there to protect the city in the first place. So, well, you know, to protect all sorts of things, but certainly the city grew up around the fort. They kind of came up, you know, dating back to, there were forts in that location all the way back to the 1500s, I think they said, but the fort that we saw was built in, I think, I want to say early 1700s. I think that was what they said. In any case, that's what a big chunk of what we did yesterday, and then we also got barbecue with some of the extended family that was there, and walked around, and that was it. So I think I'll go ahead and finish this video for today, but tomorrow I'll be back in Boston, and I will resume my Avatar: The Last Airbender rewatch. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.